Hey there guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. It's Haslar12 here, and today I have got my FUT Champs highlights from the weekend that has just gone. I used my 352 custom tactic that I posted a video on Thursday. If you've liked that and supported that, then thank you very much, it's appreciated. If you've not, do check it out. It's a pretty good custom tactic and you'll see that it does do some pretty good stuff through these highlights in this video. But yeah, I did use that and I had a pretty good success with it, like I said. Scoring lots of goals, creating lots of chances. Conceded a few more than I probably would have liked to have conceded, but that's probably down to me just not playing as well as what I could play. There's a couple of games I played where I just choked completely and I just did stupid things, giving the ball away, you know, not taking advantage of goal scoring opportunities, and then that's my fault. It's nothing to do with the tactic. That's down to me and my inabilities to see out a game, which is frustrating, but it is what it is. It happens all the time. So unfortunately I didn't quite have enough time to finish all of my games this weekend. I know that there was the weekend league was extended, but unfortunately I work full time, so I don't have time to just jump on and play or stay up all night and play. I do need to obviously be in work, so I wanted to put this video together, and as a result I didn't have enough time to get the video games done. I was pretty close to the next rank, and I think I had like 3 or 4 games left, so I probably could have done it if I would have had enough time. But it is what it is. It's not really the end of the world for me. At this stage of FIFA, any kind of rank in FUT Champs where you get over 10 wins, you're going to get some pretty good rewards because there's that many you know, good cards in packs. So it's not the end of the world if you miss out on the rank by, you know, a couple points or whatever, a win or two. I do think you're still going to get rewarded for it. So the actual gameplay in the background, like I said, it is the 352 custom tactic. I'm going to be working on a new custom tactic and get a video out again for this Thursday on that. The tactic itself here, I did really enjoy it, and I said on the video on Thursday that I was having a great time with it and I was creating lots of chances, scoring lots of goals and whatnot. That's definitely the case. The only issue I found is it was my style of play probably didn't suit it, or at least I was trying to play in a way that didn't suit the tactic, and I don't really know why I was doing that. I've always enjoyed high press, you know, boxing my opponent in, winning the ball back high up the pitch, and that's definitely what this tactic needs. It definitely needs to be on the front foot as much as possible. For whatever reason, I was sitting back with my midfielders trying to, you know, create a bit of a shape hard to break down, but that doesn't really work in FIFA, and it definitely doesn't really work in this tactic. As soon as you come up against a good opponent, they're just going to be able to do some 1-2 passes, do some runs off the ball, and before you know it, they're in behind. So I'm a bit annoyed at myself for not playing the way I should be playing all the way through the weekend league, but it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. Like I said, we still managed to get ourselves some pretty good results and managed to get ourselves some pretty good rewards. I found this weekend I haven't played FUT Champs properly like the way I have done this weekend for a fair while now, and I mean like a fair few months, not just like a couple of weeks. So I found that there's a lot of people who just kind of, you know, join a game and then quit straight away. Apparently that seems to be the new norm. I didn't know that was the case. The last time I was playing, people were, you know, giving away own goals and letting you run through and score, and then quitting, giving you obviously a free win. I'm not sure why people would just quit. Like, you're going to take the L anyway, just let the other person have a win. I don't understand why you do that. If I ever have games left over, whether it's in qualifiers or, you know, in actual FUT Champs, I'll happily give away a win to the other person, you know, take an L, because that's just easier, isn't it? You know, it could be the difference between someone getting some really good packs, some really good player picks or whatever, and someone not getting that. So I just think it's worthwhile to obviously be that person to give a win. You know, don't be the guy who just quits a game, because how much of a rush do you genuinely need to be in to not actually, you know, take time to concede one goal that you could just give away dead easily? So if you're one of those people, please do give away a win. I actually had one guy message me saying no free win for you because you have a Liverpool badge, and I was like, wow, okay. Like, you know, half the time it's just random, like just whatever, a badge is a badge. Like, I don't really think that too much into it. I don't even look at people's badges half the time, but there's just no need to be that toxic in my opinion. But it is what it is. I'm not going to dwell on it and go on about it for ages. It's just a waste of time, purely because I played 3 or 4 games in a row where people just quit straight away, and it's just a waste of literally my time and waste of the other person's times too. So that's a rant over. I just didn't know that was a thing, really. I didn't think it was that common. I know obviously some people did it anyway, but I didn't think it had become like the actual new norm. So I just thought I'd have a quick rant about that, get it off my chest. So yeah, the thing I was talking about before was developing a new custom tactic for a new video on Thursday, which I am very excited for. Gonna do some testing over the week. I've got some obviously stuff to do in terms during the day, but I got my evenings nice and free to be able to play lots of FIFA, try out lots of different formations. I know the 4-1-2-1-2 right now is very popular. I would do a video on it, but everyone has done a video on it. If you just search custom tactics, pretty much every one of them is a 4-1-2-1-2. So I don't want to waste everyone's time in doing a video that pretty much everyone's already done and doing a tactic that's already been covered. The tactics I do, I try and find ones that aren't really very commonly used or seen very much on YouTube, at least what I see anyway. I don't watch an awful lot of other YouTubers purely because I don't want to accidentally, steal content or, be told or being accused of stealing content. Try and keep myself to myself. Try and keep myself to myself, and as a result, I try and do things that are just a bit more different, purely because I think there's lots of different ways you can play FIFA and lots of different styles of play that you can use, and I want to make sure that I'm not just recycling the same old stuff that people can see. I want to make sure that I'm doing videos that are just a bit different, just so people can try different things. So I know 3 at the back's pretty popular at the moment. I did do a 3-5-2 obviously on Thursday, and like I said, used it in this video, used it in these clips. And I know, again, I think it's a fairly popular formation now. I did see a lot of people playing a 3-4-1-2 against me this weekend. Don't know how successful it is. I've never really tried a 3-4-1-2. I don't really try 3 at the back formations all too often. I just I haven't played FIFA for a while, and I had a couple of updates to do, so I thought, obviously I'd give some different things a go, and I stumbled across the video that I shared on Thursday, stumbled across that, and I thought, wow, this is actually pretty decent. So I'll probably do something a bit similar. The way I try and do it is I find a formation, I take a look at it, I play with it a couple games, and I think, is this working, is this not, what's good about it? And then I think, okay, so if it's not good, what can I change about it? And if it is good, how can I make it even better? And before you know it, it doesn't actually take that long to stumble across something that's pretty decent. I do have a particular style of play that I know that might not suit everyone, and as a result, my custom tactics may not be suitable for everyone. But that's just a thing that happens. That's just standard for anything. You could watch any YouTuber who gets 200,000 views, or someone like me who just gets a couple hundred. It makes no difference. They're all going to have a particular style of plays, and it's all going to suit particular people. I like to be aggressive and on the front foot. I like to try and box my opponent in. Don't get me wrong, it does catch me out sometimes. Sometimes I play against someone who's just genuinely a really good player, and they can exploit the gaps and score some goals against me. And that happens. It's always going to happen. No matter what tactic you play, you're always going to concede goals. Always going to be, on the back foot every now and then against people who are decent. You can't prevent that. There's no magical custom tactic that is just going to result in you winning every single game. I wish there was. If there was, I would share it with you guys, and we could all, have 20-0s every weekend. But the sad truth is, no, it's just not the case. You're never going to find a tactic that just wins you games purely because of the tactic. It can help, obviously, of course it helps, that's why they are there, that's why people do videos on them, because there are certain things you can do with your custom tactics that can help you win games. That's obviously the case, but there are obviously no magic formulas to just automatically get a win. So we're coming now towards the end of the gameplay. I think this is the last game. We managed to get our win, and I think we finish at rank 5. Yeah, we get 52 points, and we go on into our rewards. So the first player pick, I was actually pretty gassed with that. Asal looks like a sick card, and I'm very excited to use him and whack him in the team. He looks pretty ace, to be honest. And then the second pick here, we go with a team of the season, because obviously with a lot of the SBCs out at the moment, you need team of the seasons, and Acuna is a good link for most people, so I thought I'd take him, and he will end up in an SBC. This first pack here is not great. When it loads, there we go. It's not great. It's just a crappy board, an 85 rated Matthias de Ligt. It's the second pack in a second that's the good one. The rewards, I did it. The packs I tend to find aren't as good, obviously, as player picks. I love doing player picks. I'm absolutely obsessed with them. When they're in SBCs and stuff, I'm just all over them. I just do them all the time. Packs I don't tend to have as much luck with, but I do manage to pack a pretty decent inform to go along with the 92 Acuna team of the season. So we get a nice Luis Alberto there, but the rest of the pack is pretty good too. I think I had 2 more walkouts in there. Yeah, Rodrigo and Lukaku. So I can't complain at that. That's not too bad. But that's the end of the video, guys. Please do drop a like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.